So the Philadelphia Eagles have finally gone out and made another move in free agency. The Eagles have been looking for a receiver this entire offseason during free agency, and they've been outbid on several big-name wide receiver free agents, such as Christian Kirk, DJ Chark, Allen Robinson, and so on. The Eagles have been looking for a receiver this entire time. Now today, they just made a small signing that maybe doesn't completely fix the entire receiver situation, but it at least helps to add depth and get them started in a sense in adding talent to that wide receiver position. So the move that they made was they went out today and they signed Zach Pascal to a one-year deal from the Indianapolis Colts. He will reunite with Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni, who of course was the former offensive coordinator of the Colts. So Zach Pascal is actually a pretty decent receiver, and I think it's a good pickup for the Eagles to go get him. However, I don't think it's the only move they're going to need to make. So let's talk about what Zach Pascal is. He's a bigger receiver at 6'2", 215. He's a good run blocker from what I've heard, and he can make some big physical play. He can just be a big physical receiver for Jalen Hurts to throw to, maybe as a second or third option. And he's had some pretty decent years at Indianapolis with different quarterbacks, including Phillip Rivers and Jacoby Brissett, and a little bit to the degree of Carson Wentz last year, even though last year he didn't have a great year. Through most of his career, he's been around a 40-catch guy. He's had 2 seasons over 600 yards receiving and a couple touchdowns, so he's going to be a solid receiver that comes in and gives you some steady production. He's definitely going to give you more than a guy like Jalen Reagor, at least based on what we've seen his first couple years, so I think he'll come in right away and be a good fit in that Eagles offense, especially being able to run block, seeing what the Eagles like to do in the rushing game, and then he can be a bigger physical receiver for Jalen Hurts to throw to. And I think it's solid bringing him in on a one-year deal, especially bringing him to a team with a coach that he's familiar with, and that'll definitely help the Eagles receiver position as they were in desperate need of a receiver. Now, do I think that this is the only receiver move that they're going to make all offseason? No, I do not, because Zach Pascal, although he's a good player, and I think he can definitely come in and be productive on this Eagles team and be helpful, I do think they need to add a more dangerous outside threat at receiver, whether that's still through free agency with some of the remaining guys still out there, or through the draft early in the first round, or maybe even in the second round, depending on where they want to go, just in some of the early rounds of the draft. Maybe they even want to make a trade for a good big-name wide receiver, such as one of the players I've been seeing come up a lot recently is DK Metcalf, as Russell Wilson just got traded, and DK Metcalf maybe could potentially be a player the Eagles could look at to try to make a trade for, especially given all the assets that they have. However, we don't know how realistic that would be for the Eagles to go and get him, seeing that the Seahawks still probably really like him and want to hang on to him to be a part of their future when they eventually are good again and out of that rebuilding process that they're just entering right now. So for now, Zach Pascal's a good addition to this Eagles team, and I think he'll help out the Eagles offense a little bit, but I don't think the Eagles are done at receiver. So this is just a good small move that the Eagles made in free agency. We've been waiting for something and potentially a big move, and this wasn't quite that, but this was a good start. So we'll see what the Eagles do heading into these next few days, weeks in free agency, and then heading into the NFL draft. So that's pretty much all I got for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, subscribe for more Eagles videos and Sixers videos just like this, and drop a like down below to help push this video out to other people. So that's pretty much all I got for this video. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.